next trial, you must move unseen. Stay in shadow and avoid the light. Cross to the other side of the room without attracting notice. Very good. I did not see you approach. Now, attempt to transversal. Do not focus on your destination with your eyes. That is folly and will limit the potential of the power. You know the layout of the room. Instead, focus on where you wish to be standing, and it will be so. Excellent. We have no more to teach you for now. Return to your place of rest, where real work with us begins tomorrow night.
That is rather fascinating. That is rather cool. You know what he was saying? That don't use your eyes to go to where you want to be at. Instead, in your mind, picture where you should be at, and that's where you'll come out from. Dude, that is so awesome. It's a lot of interesting stuff. Well, somehow this guy disappeared. No bother. You take his place. I don't know where they go. I don't know if they just disappear or they just fucking die. I have no idea. But that's actually kind of cool. You know, it's kind of interesting though, because the power that I use, it's similar to theirs. The problem is, I usually have to see where I'm going in the game because that's how the game works. But I'm wondering if that's how it's supposed to work. Like, instead of using your eyes, instead just use your mind. It's almost like I guess a Yoda-ism, sort of. But the question is, why all these people have all these powers? What I don't understand is, why is the outsider giving these people powers? It doesn't make any sense. Like, what's the purpose of doing that? Is he just doing that just for shits and giggles? Is he just doing this because it entertains him? Kind of like what he said earlier to us? That's what I need to be at, but where's the fucking... Okay, obviously not. Up there. It's interesting. But that still doesn't tell me how I'm supposed to go down here. No. Unless I'm gonna get there when I'm actually progressing. Maybe that's it. Wait a minute, what's this?
Master.
What is it?
Cameron vanished from confinement from the whole area. And the men on duty swear they saw absolutely nothing. It sounds impossible, I know. He believes the refinery can be started. What do you think of it?
That he knows your work better than you do. Deal with the sentries as you see fit. As for Corvo, I suspect that in time he will come here. You'll have to.
Interesting. Wow.
So you've lost it all. Ruined at last. Lord Regent, Royal Spy Master, Hiram Burroughs. You small, worried man. You'll never know how many times I've thought about trying to get close to you again. Just to put a piece of sharp metal in your eye. But now there's no need. You've been taken down by the same apparatus that gave you life to begin with. Laws and courtrooms and the mighty swell of public outrage. Good riddance to you, sir. So many schemes you had, and so many contracts. How many people did I kill for you? None like the last. None like her. I'd give back all the coin if I could. No one should have to kill an empress.
Wow. Wow, that's actually a pretty interesting conversation right there, if you heard that, right? Oh, that's horseshit. Come on, man. Damn it. So you know what would happen? If I went the other way, it would have taken me to the exact same area. Instead it would just I would have to deal with him first. So, but that's actually really cool. I like just sitting there listening to what he's saying. But the question is, how do I get access to this room without dealing with that other guy? That's what I want to know.
Master.
What is it?
Corvo's vanished from confinement, from the whole area, and the men on duty swear they saw absolutely nothing. It sounds impossible, I know. The Greaves refinery's restarted. What do you make of it?
That he knows your work better than you do. Deal with the sentries as you see fit. As for Corvo, I suspect that in time he will come to me here. He'll have to. So you've lost it all. Ruined at last. Lord Regent, Royal Spy Master, Hiram Burroughs. You small, worried man. You'll never know how many times I've thought about trying to get close to you again. Just to put a piece of sharp metal in your eye. But now there's no need. You've been taken down by the same apparatus that gave you life to begin with. Laws and courtrooms and the mighty swell of public outrage. Good riddance to you, sir. So many schemes you had, and so many contracts. How many people did I kill for you? None like the last. None like her. I'd give back all the coin if I could. No one should have to kill an empress.
Okay. Since I fucked up the last time, let me save here. I actually didn't think that was gonna happen. I thought it was gonna be smooth sailing. Excuse me, to me dealing with him, but I think I know what I need to do. I need to loop around. He's looking this way, so I can't. I waited too long. I thought he was looking at me, but he probably wasn't. Folkers. I know you guys probably watching this, probably don't really care if you're watching this, but if you are watching this, and you're probably wondering why I keep restarting, it's because I'm supposed to be unseen. I'm trying to play like a stealth, hybrid, pacifist run. I didn't do a pure pacifist run, but for the most part, I have not killed many of the important people, though, which is what I really care for. Fuck you. Okay. Okay. Quite the interesting locale for this guy. He's clearly not concerned at all that I'm coming for him. And there's clearly no other way around to get to him. How am I supposed to do this without fucking killing him and dealing with his fucking guard, too? Let's see what happens if I walk in. But I'm just gonna save, of course. I'm not gonna fuck around. I'm gonna save. Let's see what happens if I walk in and I confront him. He's over here, which means I know he's gonna be waiting for me.
And now we fight a duel. No two.
Oh, fuck Christ's sakes, are you serious? I put 3 in that motherfucker, it didn't even change shit, or at least 2. Fine. And then, what I need to do is knock that guy out, warp to him, and knock him out. The last thing I need is to turn this into a fucking firefight. I thought it was gonna be smooth sailing going in there and just knock them out with the darts. So apparently that's not how it works in this game. The bosses or certain enemies take like 5, 6, 7 fucking sleeping darts. Another bone charm. What's this? You find ammo in greater amounts. Wow. Daud's key. Excerpt from a book on the late Empress. Many of those who lived through her reign will weep until the ends of their lives over the pale beauty with the piercing eyes and the foul end she met at the hands of her own twisted servant and protector. In her father's day, the cauldrons were thrust... Oh, wait. Oh, I already read this. Never mind. I read this back at the other thing. I didn't read this one yet, I don't think. Eradications of the Black Sally. Before Slackshore ran the streets in the Titillery district, there was no boss more ruthless or violent and dedicated to squeezing the average citizens for coin than Black Sally. Like so many So like so many from the Morlaix, she was pale-skinned and green-eyed with hair as black as the void. They say that she started young, and as a girl, she stunned a man with her looks. Coming up... Wait... Morley? I think it's Morlaix. Black oh yeah, okay. She was pale-skinned and green-eyed with hair as black as the void. They say that she started young, and as a girl, she stunned a man with her looks, coming upon him in an alley, then smiled a one-sided smile and suddenly run him through with a knife. She'd have his money and be on her way before he even breathed his final breath. As a boss, she was worse, ruling over the meanest streets gang Dunwall had seen up to that time. Her operations touched everything from shipping to prostitution. Wow, man. Her operation touched everything from shipping to prostitution. She even had a racket going with the Baker's Guild. A finger in every pie, indeed. Oh! One man watched Captain Jules Robin, made it his mission to stop her, and kept the chase going for half a decade. Black Shelly met her end when Robin had his men light smoke fires in barrels near the warehouse where she hid out during the day, and she and her gang rushed into the streets terrified the building was burning. Captain Robin and his top officers threw nets over them and ran them all through the blade and pistol shots. Oh! Damn! She got fucking wrecked. Well, they always say karma always bites you in the ass. Look at this. Wow. Is that supposed to be Emily? Ruin's hand. That's another bounty, I believe. Oh, my love. What have they done to you? I swear I will get revenge on them fuckers. Mark my words, you dumb clowns.
So you've lost it all. Ruined at last. Lord Regent, Royal Spy Master, Hiram Burroughs. You small, worried man. You'll never know how many times I've thought about trying to get close to you again. Just to put a piece of sharp metal in your eye. But now there's no need. You've been taken down by the same apparatus that gave you life to begin with. Laws and courtrooms and the mighty swell of public outrage. Good riddance to you, sir. So many schemes you had, and so many contracts. How many people did I kill for you? None like the last. None like her. I'd give back all the coin if I could. No one should have to kill an empress.
But how do I get access to this area down here? There has to be a way. I'm not leaving this area until I get this fucking rune. Alright, so let's see where this one. There's this thing of stairs. I don't know where the stairs go. This is telling me to go out this way. Oh, what's this? There's something else over here. See this? Ah. Improved armor. Interesting. There's a guy out there. I can see him. Just because he killed the Empress doesn't mean I have to do it too. Daud's log. The latest entry. 18 years at this wretched rock in this city of filth. I felt the blood of scholars, of noble pedophiles, of guildsmen, of unfaithful lovers, of politicians who were far too just, for their own good, and of law enforcers who came too close to bringing the wrong man to justice. Why should an empress be any different? Why should I feel the weight of this dying city crushing down my back? Corvo, Lord Protector, is of Circanos, just like I once was. I might have known that fact already, but it didn't matter until I recognized it in his face. It brought back distant memories of home, and the optimistic young man I once was. What would I find if I went back there? Would I find that it has rotten from the inside, just like Dunwall? Or will it only appear that way because I'm the one who's rotten? Wow, that's some real, admission of guilt there. And the lighthouse. Actually, from a recent historical work on the Kingsborough Island. Kingsborough Island, since the middle of the previous century, was only used by fishermen for occasional religious ceremonies. During the time of the Morlaix insurrection, a fort of naval dock was added to the island as a means of protecting the city from the sea, attacks by the sea. In time of the plague, the time of the rat plague crisis, shortly after the tragic death of Empress Jessamine Caldwell, the whole active region Hurium. Yeah, I already read this already, I think. Oh boy. Active from a historical record of the government positions and ranks. Throughout the ages, rulers have always faced attempts on their lives. Once in a generation, the empire is rocked by the death of a powerful political or religious figure. As such, city-states across the Isles have devised various strategies for protecting their leaders. In the capital city of Dunwall, each new emperor is allowed to appoint a royal protector. This is far more than a trusted bodyguard, much more revered than the hand-chosen guards defending Dunwall Tower or the food tasters. The royal protector is a court figure given enormous latitude who keeps constant company with the highest ruler in the known world. At the age of 12, the young monarch participates in the selection process, making the final decision about who will safeguard his or her life. While most of those chosen as royal protector have been men, several times throughout history a woman has served well in the role. For the first time in Dunwall history, a monarch has been slain by her own bodyguard. At the time of this writing, with Dunwall in the grip of the worst plague ever recorded, our fair Empress Jessamine Caldwell has just been murdered. The deed was done by her former royal protector turned assassin, Corvo, who is still sitting in Coldwood Prison awaiting his deserved execution. Some argue that it is worth noting that Corvo is the first royal protector in the history of the Empire born outside of the Isles of Bristol. But he never did it, so what's the point? Why are you blaming him? Complete bullshit. What? The Rudsour Chamber of Commerce. Once the financial heart of the Empire, the Rudsour Financial District was a hive of trade activity. No district employed more barristers, accountants, or indeed more security, and no part of Dunwall saw a greater flow of coin. When the flood barriers broke and the waters rolled in, the looting that followed was accompanied by an epic period of chaos and butchery. Those who could withdraw and move their assets did what they could. Others, with their wealth tied up in grand mansions and artwork, lost it all. When the last of the high society set had withdrawn and the lights went dark, Rudsour was a gloomy, crumbling shell of what it had been, inhabited by thieves, wild dogs, and rats. Once great palaces of commerce sat empty and haunted, or come to house killers and mercenaries, as well as anyone else looking to hide from the city watch. In mere months, the flooded district was settled upon as the most proper name for its place. Interesting. You know what's actually funny? Corvo has not had a chance to sleep at all. You noticed that, right? He has not had a chance to sleep at all. Okay. But how do you... wait a minute. Now I need to look this up, because now this game is really annoying. The flooded district. The old port district. Well, let me see. The refinery... blinks towards the train. This must be where I'm going then. No, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. What's this? Okay, I got the one from the refineries with some crust attack range. After opening the door leading to the sewer with Daud's key, immediately before reaching the exit. Oh, we're not done. Look at this. There's 2 more areas. There's the Gateway Tunnel and the Old Port District. Oh, this is actually pretty cool. It says, in the sewer where a group of survivors reside, drop down the hole in the middle to reach it. Note that these survivors will become weepers in high chaos. I've had a low chaos run, so they should not be at all weepers for me. So I have no choice but to continue down this way. That's where the next rune is. The tunnel entrance. Okay.